Hello, everyone, and welcome back to ExQueerience Points Starfinder, your favorite queer Starfinder podcast. If you love our show, we hope you'll rate and review us on iTunes or wherever you consume your podcasts. Every review brightens our day and helps new listeners to find us. We don't pay to advertise any of our podcasts on ExQueerience Points, so we hope you'll recommend us to your friends and just about anyone. If you'd like to support us, we hope you'll consider joining our Patreon. We'd be lost without our patrons. You keep our mics on and our dice rolling. We've got some great rewards, so check them out at patreon.com/ExQueeriencePoints. Keep up to date with all of our shenanigans, streams, and giveaways by following us on Twitter at EQPoints. If you want notifications for when we're streaming our episodes before they're released on the podcast feed, be sure to follow us on twitch.tv/ExQueeriencePoints. Please say hi. We love chatting with all of you. Stay tuned after the episode for some more exciting announcements.
Be gay. Roll dice.
An LGBTQIA actual play podcast network.
Hello and welcome. This is ExQueerience Points, Starfinder. Oh no, Callie. What did you do?
I immediately broke it. I'm back. Sorry.
All right.
You can't turn off your camera ever.
Okay, this is fine. I can fix this. It's fine. Hi, I'm Kenny. My pronouns are he, they, and this is my fantastic cast. Let's start with Steph, who has Mackenzie's label. Steph.
Hi, I'm Steph. I'm playing Navu Paleglade, who is our Goran scholar Solarian. My pronouns are she, her. Navu's are she, they.
Thanks, Steph. Callie, how's it going?
Great. I may have hit the stop video button instead of the mute button just a minute ago, which is what messed up all the labels. I'm
It's
Callie.
so
My pronouns are they, them, or she, her. I'm playing Yzra, the jellyfish vanguard, whose pronouns are not important to them, or really even in their culture. So, go for it.
Fantastic. Thanks, Callie. Mackenzie, how's it going?
Good. My name is Mackenzie. I play Dr. Josephine Pepper, also known as Dr. Joe, and I am our human envoy icon, and both of our pronouns are she, her.
Thanks. And Calric.
Hello, I'm Kelric. I play Thrani Ecos, a witch warper ace pilot Patra. Both of our pronouns are he, him, and I have a squawks companion named Shimsy, and hers are she, her.
Awesome. People really want to know, what is your accent going to be today?
I have no idea. I have none. Could go pirate. Who knows?
Yar.
Yar.
Cool.
Yes.
Cool. Yep, that'll be great. All right, so on the screen you can kind of see a map of the Brass Bazaar. It's not really a map, it's more of an artistic rendering of the Brass Bazaar, but it's fairly labyrinthian. There's lots of corridors and sections to go in and out of. So once you've arrived from the line crawler station, you're kind of opened into this broad, large area to start kind of exploring. Where is your goal? Where are you trying to head first?
The spell gems, I think, make the most sense. To see if we can find them.
Okay, and so you're gonna go into the Brass Bazaar for that. So as you head into the Brass Bazaar, you hear the hum of some inner cycles. They kind of whir, and from around the corner you see 4 people on inner cycles, and they come around and they stop in front of you. This beautiful person resembles what they look like. If you want to do a culture check.
Dr. Joe lowers her glasses.
That are
that have no lenses in them, yes.
I love it.
You can't put a muscular, womanish person in front of me and not expect me to.
All right.
I mean, same.
So Navu, looks like you got a 19.
Mm-hmm.
So you recognize them. They have tattoos on them. They are red and yellow whirl. It's a gang insignia of the Sirocco. The person who you can identify as the leader comes forward and says, "What are you looking for? I can help you with some directions, for a price." And they wink.
I cast Charming Veneer on Dr. Joe and...
Wait, this is this person talking? Because if so, I was imagining them being like, I can go over there, or maybe over there. Yeah, literally.
What brings you to this area of the Burning Archipelago?
Shopping.
They kind of put their arm up and gesture broadly. That's very, very concise.
Did we decide where we wanted to look for first? I mean, do we need someone's help to find the things we were looking for? Or?
To find spell gems, I think we would need directions.
Oh,
But
okay.
everything's so expensive, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, if I know Thrani's
people.
Thrani's looking for them, I'll say, you see any spell gems around here?
Spell gems. Spell gems. She takes her braid, throws it over her shoulder. Yeah, I think I've heard of some spell gems. But my pocket's a little light. I think maybe for, 100 credits, I could tell you where some spell gems are.
Navu
Absolutely
rolls their eyes. And has been rolling their eyes since this being started talking.
Fight.
I say, honey, I can find someone much cuter who will tell me for free. And I start walking in another direction.
No.
Hey, don't walk away.
What? Okay. Well, then are you going to tell me or?
You
Wait.
always extort tourists.
Oh, this isn't extortion. This is business.
No,
Roll some
it's not.
diplomacy.
Business means you tell us upfront that you charge a fee for information. Extortion is what you're doing right now. We'll find it ourselves.
Okay. As you try to walk away, they start heckling you a bit. Are you going to try to work with them, or are you legit...
Navu is not.
Okay, anyone
That does
else?
not preclude the rest of the party. I am only speaking for my
Yzra's
PC.
not.
I guess no
Yzra's-
one's... We're just... well, I think we're going this way. Thank you.
Yes. Bye.
This isn't a
Especially when their
request
first
anymore.
response is just like, and now I'm going to heckle you because we bombarded you walking off a bus. It's like, come on now. I mean, this is basic watch your purse when you get off of a bus in a foreign city.
Yeah, so as you start walking away, they say, "Oh, this isn't a request anymore." And they start pulling some arms.
What?
Navu starts glowing and positions themselves between these idiots and the rest of the party.
Oh, I thought you were calling us the idiots. I was like, oh, rude.
Yzra holds their tentacles up the air and says, hang on. Let's not be hasty. Perhaps we can come to an agreement that does not involve violence.
All right, so roll some diplomacy.
Here we go. It's another 4. I rolled so many 4s today. 9.
Bad, yo.
Nah, I
Which
think
probably
we
is
can
also-
take credits off your corpses. And roll for some initiative.
And this was
Jeepers.
why I didn't want their
Oh, we get +2 to
help.
initiative. Don't forget. Because of Dr. Joe. Hopefully we roll well, because so far we are not doing great.
Wow. Nat 20
Nice.
plus.
On initiative.
Hey, I'll take it.
Round uno. Dr. Joe, you are quick to react to that hasty action. What does Dr. Joe do?
Apparently, I'll get to right here, and I will just like flip back my armored lab coat and pull out my gun like I'm a cowboy, and just try to shoot at the Bravos 1.
Okay. So let's target. Perfect. You're targeting.
Yeah.
Nice. That is a hit.
Ah, nice. Hells yeah.
So roll that beautiful damage.
Hey, that's not bad damage for me.
All right.
So I'm just Cowboy Joe right now.
So your arc pistol.
Oh, I should get 2 pistols so I could be like.
I have 4 if you want one.
I have 15 in my pocket. Do you want?
Static arc energy launches from the pistol and envelops around this Sirocco Bravos. But it seems that some of that energy was absorbed.
Damn.
Yeah. That happens. All right, so they get off their bike and they have their semi-auto pistol already wielded, armed and ready. They're going to shoot at you, Dr. Joe. Ooh, 22 hits.
Just barely.
Like, can we double check that?
And you take 6 points of damage.
Ooh.
Bravos 2.
Oh my god.
All right.
We're gonna die.
What?
We're so gonna die.
I don't think you're gonna die.
TPK, baby.
Let's see here. They're going to try to flip off their bike, doing some acrobatics. Ooh. And Thrani,
No.
you have suffered a trick attack. So
They can still miss.
they could still miss. Let's see if that happens.
Come on, Fantasy Grounds. Don't fail me.
Oh, and they miss.
Yes!
Okay, so they backflip and
Trip.
yeah, they stick the landing. They pull the trigger, but they are way off. It is now the third Bravo's turn. Let's see here. So Bravos 3 gets off their bike and gets behind one of the other Bravos, and
Coward.
they're going to aim for Navu.
Dang it, coward.
Ooh, and they too miss. All right, Yzra, it is your turn.
Cool. Yzra's gonna charge because I'm very far away. 20. I can make it, and then I can do a melee attack with -2, and my AC will be -2 until the start of my next turn as well.
Okay.
And so I will do my melee attack and attempt to stab the person above me to my north, which will not hit. I really don't think, unless their AC is 9.
Their KAC,
Yes.
that is a meet, so it hits.
A 9?
It's a total of 11, so it's -2. Sorry, 9. It does not hit.
Okay. I was gonna say that is some painful AC.
Terrible armor.
So just a wild slash at the enemy and a horrible miss.
All right.
But I'm also anybody that I'm threatening, which is all of them,
Yep.
aside from the one way up at the top. People get a plus. You all get a +1 on your ranged attacks. To hit them.
Cool. Navu, I'm going to give you 1 level of attunement already, so if you continue to attune, you are level 2.
Hee hee hee. Excellent. That will put me at Graviton level 2. Because I don't trust anything with Photon at the moment. And Navu is going to charge up on the one that Dr. Joe tried to get a shot off at. And go to smack them with their maul.
Ooh, that is a hit.
And take that 6 points of damage.
Nice.
Yep. So your frostmaul makes contact, and even the blunt force of it with the cold energy that's imparted, a good chunk of it was absorbed. All
Okay.
right. Let's see here. It is now target 4's turn. All right. So they say something in Ignan to Bravos 1. Who knows Ignan here?
Me.
Me?
All right. So they say, focus in on the glowing one. And they...
Now I wish I was at Photon.
Yeah, they'll try to walk away from Yzra. They're going to attempt to do acrobatics to do this, though. Ooh, with a 15, I don't believe that meets the threshold for avoiding a attack of opportunity. So if you would like to, Yzra, you are welcome to.
I sure would. Let's see how this works. It's another 4. So
Ooh,
no.
that is a miss, just slight miss.
Damn.
Not really that slight. This Sirocco Bravos has a survival knife out and is going to attempt to slash at Navu. 13 misses. All right. Thrani.
Thrani would like to do a culture check to see what they know about the bikes that they're riding.
Okay.
And I reduce the DC of all culture checks to know anything about starships or vehicle models.
Gotcha.
So, let's see how crappy this is. Ooh, 16. So effectively a 21, whatever the thing is to know about these bikes.
I will share this sheet. This is the basic inner cycle.
All right. So Thrani would like to run forward and get on one of the bikes that was dismounted from
Okay.
and use it to hit someone.
Okay.
I mean, unless they have guns on them, which I can't tell.
They do not. So yeah. So getting on the bike. Roll piloting.
Yeah, I'll roll piloting. All right. I hope. Oh, a +9. I got an 11. Oh no. Yeah, that's what I got. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Okay. With your 11, I don't think you're able to get it started. So you can
Dang.
spend your turn trying to do that, or what else are you going to do?
Well, once I get on it, I guess I will recognize that I'm not going to be able to get this started right away and reach out to touch the Sirocco Bravo right in front of me.
4. Mm-hmm.
Cool. Well, oh good, they failed.
Yep.
So they are fatigued.
Okay. Cool. Fatigued added.
But meanwhile, I will be stealing the bike if I can.
Okay.
What? There's 4 and there's 4 of us.
This is true. Okay.
That is true.
Next up, Dr. Joe Pepper, top of the order.
Oh yeah, so I'm getting the idea that like the resistance to damage is definitely not like just from the type, it's just from like what they're packing, correct? Because I'm seeing that like Navu's is also not doing full impact and like mine didn't seem to like it's not us, it's them, right? Or
Correct.
okay.
You can
Cool.
tell they
Cool.
are some sort of Afriti or such.
It sounds like a title of one of Dr. Joe's books. It's not me, it's you.
That actually breaks up with everybody, actually. I need to see what I can do. Probably just shoot. Yeah, I'm gonna keep my distance because I'm a weak little bean. Could I try to sort of move around here and try to throw a grenade like behind 1 and 4, so not to hit my allies, but sort of throw in the space behind them?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm gonna like move sort of back there, and then just try to throw. I can't really ping, but like behind them. So yeah, that makes sense.
I do understand.
All right. Did they make a save? Or do I throw? I forget.
You
with
throw.
this?
And then depending on what your throw is, they may make a save. Otherwise, it may go wild. Oh, that's a great throw. Oh, it's a frag grenade?
Yes.
All right, so they both do make saves to see if they take full damage.
I was hoping the yes.
The throw was good enough that Mackenzie was able to target the area that she wanted to keep you out of the blast radius. Perfect. Okay, so Bravo 1 rolls to get out the way. 18 does.
Probably.
What is with the rolls?
And 4 does not. So, roll damage. Okay, so piercing damage. Bravos 1 takes will take half of that. Actually, because they
But they didn't feel like they resisted it other than saving?
They did not feel like they resisted it. Bravos 4.
Hey, piercing, baby.
Wounds there. Takes all 4 of those hit points. They both go at the blast. Okay. Next up, Sirocco Bravos 1 shouts back in Ignan, I'm going for the one who just blasted us. She's standing still. She's going to levy her assault rifle. And 19 hits just a little bit. 5 points. It looks like their cohesion is kind of falling apart a little bit. Didn't expect you all to put up as much of a fight. They're going to pull out their knife and try to attack Yzra. 20.
Yeah. Means he beats it, but I'm also at -2, so exceeds it, beats it.
For 2 points of damage. And 3.
Charge the jellyfish.
Yeah.
I'm being charged up. Got 3 entropy points now. Yikes.
Is going to attack Thrani.
What? No.
13
What? No.
is a miss. Perfect. Wonderful. Yzra.
Yzra, the jellyfish. Yzra is going to glow with kind of like a purpley pinkish energy and unleash the stored up entropy from the charging and the attacking and all those fun things. That is going to take the form of an entropic strike, which I think I can add because I have 3 points. I think it allows me to basically roll 3d3. Hang on, let me pull up the thing. There it is. Entropic strike. Roll. It doesn't matter because I missed.
How many 4s are you gonna roll?
All of them,
Oh
apparently.
my god.
But don't worry, nobody else will roll any. I'm taking care of it.
Your entropy is
yeah,
just
so Yzra
sucking
just-
the bad luck out.
Wildly just swings around with the tentacles and misses everybody.
All right.
You slap when it counts, though.
I do. Just not now.
Navu.
And that is Graviton level 3, which I don't know that I necessarily need because they're up on me right now. And seeing that the maul didn't quite do as much damage, I'm going to pull out a longsword. And technical question.
Yes.
If I do a full round attack, since 2 of them are right next to me, can I hit one and then hit the other? Whoa! Oops. Okay. It doesn't matter because they both missed. I had them both selected, so Fantasy Grounds didn't know what to do, so it rolled 4 attacks instead of 2.
Got you.
And so I think we'll just go off of the first 2 that were rolled, and they both miss because apparently I miss when they're right next to me.
Let's go with, because the other 2 are hits. Let's split the difference and say one of them is a hit.
Okay.
You are so kind.
You are.
Benevolent.
Navu, what?
No, damage and they're both
That would be
dead.
killing people.
Dang.
I was targeting them both, but let's go with one because I think
Okay.
one was the loudmouth.
Gotcha. All right, so they will still be dead. No worries at all. Yes, so you cleave through Bravos 1. They fall, and Bravos 4 looks down and let's see here. Well, it's their turn next. So they're going to try to nope out. They run back to where their bike is.
I'm actually on their bike, I think.
No, you're on one's bike.
Oh.
I think 4's is back here.
I love that their status is dead fatigued. Dead tired.
Dead tired. And fatigue ran out when it passed your turn, right, Thrani? Oh, no, it's not past your turn yet.
Nope.
Fantastic. They're going to try to get away. So, Yep.
Doesn't that provoke a nice attack of opportunity?
they're going to roll acrobatics to see if they avoid that.
They get
They do not.
negatives for that.
Yes. So, yeah, you can try to wham. Ooh, and that is a hit. Nice.
And let's see.
And
And
they're
and they're dead.
Okay.
Fantasy Grounds wanted to vindicate me because they ran their mouth.
all right.
They ran into my sword.
4 times.
I was about to say they ran into my sword 10 times.
It's like, I'm sorry. You were what now?
All right. Thrani.
As I
is-
hair flip my non-existent hair.
Okay, so where are the bikes for the other two?
So one is
You know what? Never mind. I will pull out my semi-auto and do a full round attack at.
the only ones that are left are 3 and 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for 3,
Okay.
a 6, and a 3.
I
Both
was going to
misses.
say you do get a +1, but I don't think it matters.
This is ridiculous. Fantasy Grounds, you're on notice.
Dr. Joe.
I can just barely get over to 3. And I think I noticed that Navu's longsword, is that what you were using? Yes, the longsword was working well. And I was like, well, guess I can't be a cowboy right now. So I put my cowboy pistol away and I flip open the other side where my sword inexplicably is. Dr. Joe is definitely not used to being so decked out in weaponry, I don't think. But she is running over, doing a very wimpy looking battle cry as she pulls out a long sword and tries to bring it down on 3.
Cool.
Doop-a-doop-boop-boop-ba-doop-ba-doo.
Chop.
That's
What is
Just
with this game?
hangs on the ground.
Awesome. All right. Let's see here. 1 is dead. 2 is alive. They saw their compatriots go down. They are not happy about any of this. They're going to attempt to acrobat their way to their inner cycle.
Slap.
Oh my gosh.
I'm getting ready.
Are any of these
I'm winding up.
Ooh, acrobatics check is terrible. So they are going over here. That provokes an attack of opportunity from Yzra.
It's a 5. It's not a 4.
That is a miss, but so they're going to attempt to start their bike, and they are fumbling with their key ignition thing. I
Always
haven't
have
made
the
up
keys
yet.
ready.
Yep. Where are my keys? Little keychain of a
I know
Skittermander.
exactly what I'm going to do on my turn. I'm so excited.
That's so good.
3 backs up to try to get onto their bike, and so Dr. Joe and Yzra, let me see if they can do this without provoking, because that's what they do now. Oh my gosh, it's a good roll. They did a
Shit.
beautiful backflip, braid in the air as it's
Dr.
going
Joe
behind
can't
them.
help but be impressed. It's an
Yep.
incredible backflip.
It was a great backflip. They get on their inner cycle. Oh, and they start it. It revs, and they pull a U maneuver and are now about that far away. Okay, it is now because they're on a vehicle. They're going fast. Yzra turn.
Yes, it is. I would like to move within tentacle distance of the hapless person on the bike, and I would like to roll a disarm check going for their keys
Okay.
with my noodle. Yes! I finally rolled something high. 30 total.
With that 30, yeah, you slap those keys out of their hand.
And as for disarm effect, I will pick it up with my tentacle.
Okay.
My keys.
You are now the owner of some keys. The Bravos is Bravos 2. They are uninjured currently, so but seeing 2 of their compatriots down, yep, okay. So that is your action. Cool. You're now the proud owner of some keys. Navu.
Navu's actually not going to do anything.
Get on the bike with me.
Is this really worth it?
Do you want them to go and tell the rest of their people that we've killed 3 of them?
Fair point. Okay, I'm going to do something else. I need to give me a reflex save because it's black hole time, baby.
All right. They will try their reflex save. They flex their inner thighs. Ooh, and they are not able to save. That leg strength missed out on leg day.
Yeah. So they are pulled 10 feet towards me, which provokes the nice attack of opportunity from 2 of our friends
All right.
as they go flying by.
Fantastic.
So if Yzra and Dr. Joe want to pop one off, because I can't do anything else after doing that.
Yes. Yep. Hey.
20, that is a hit.
3.
Perfect. Okay. Lashed. Got it.
Lashed. Slapped.
Slapped. Dr. Joe.
So yeah, I'll move and I'll slash. I'll get a little slashy. Oh, hey, that's not bad for me.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a hit.
Hey, I didn't do terrible. Oh, I gave them a little paper cut. Fine.
You cut their cheek.
Basically.
Alright. It is now
My turn. So, how do I do this if I want to use the bike to go after the one who's gone, but also avoid an attack of opportunity? As an ace pilot, do I get to use acrobatics, or do I do...
If you succeed on your piloting check by... I'll set a DC. If you pass it, then you will do so without... No.
Well, and that one's not going to do it.
Yeah, you can't even start the bike right now.
Okay.
It occurs to you that keys were just slapped out of someone else's hands. Maybe you need some keys.
Or maybe I thought I was cool enough to do it without.
Go, bike, go!
Words of encouragement to get it rolling.
You know, those new voice activated bikes.
Hey, you never know.
Go gadget bike.
Fine.
What is that all Thrani's gonna do?
No, Thrani's going to reach out and attempt to... Yeah, let's see if this works. Oh. I used a Cestus Battle Glove, and it looks like I hit
You punch? Yep.
for 1 point of damage.
Perfect. That is taken.
Death of 1,000 cuts here.
Yep. Let's see here. Where are they at? They are okay. Yep. Cool. Cool. It is now Dr. Joe's actual turn.
Ha! I'll swipe him again. I do terribly. I've never used a sword before this week, so I don't. Huzzah! She's very limp wristed and holding a sword, I think.
Fantastic. All right. They drop their weapon and they're like, just let me go. I'll give you whatever information you need. Just let me go.
And the rest of your gang won't give us any problems?
All comms ahead.
Navu kind of looks to the rest of the party like, do we let this? I mean, the other one's already gone.
Do we get the bikes?
You can say that.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm looking and I'm like, do we get the bikes?
Are you gonna roll some sort of a social check?
The other one's gone, right? Bravo's 3.
Bravo's 3, yeah, they're running full speed out. On as soon as it hits their turn, they're gonna be another 60-ish plus feet away.
Yeah, 130 feet by that point.
Yeah.
Away.
I can almost catch them if I go for. I don't remember if I go before them or not. I don't think I do.
No.
So, are you gonna roll a check with that, Kelrick?
Oh, me? Sure. Yeah. I'll roll.
You
it.
want the bikes?
I do want the bikes. With this, you know what?
I mean, even if we take the two from the dead ones.
Intimidate. I will attempt to intimidate them.
Okay.
Give us the bikes. Dirty 20?
Dirty 20. Yeah, sure, they're yours. And they take, so their keys are already, they already have my keys, and they kind of gesture at Yzra. Just let me go.
Where do we get the spell gems?
Spell gems?
That's what I said.
I don't know, just let me go.
Give me 100 credits.
They like pat their
Thrani.
armor.
That's what they were going to charge us.
Yes, and now we've got their bikes, which are worth more than 100 credits.
Actually, they're really not.
Oh!
And
I'm
it's like,
sorry,
I'm sorry,
I
they're, I'm sorry, they're worth 700 credits. My bad.
Oh, I was gonna say, I'm like, wait, what? I'm like,
Basic inner cycles are pretty cheap.
So, okay. If they can't give us information, then the bikes, I guess, are fine.
you know,
Everyone else?
someone can share.
I'm going to take the captain's post-it off of Yzra and say, put it on my chest. You can go.
Thank you. And they get up and they bolt into another corridor from the neighborhood. And you all, if you wish to be, are out of combat.
We could go out.
Wish to be. Are there more enemies around?
We should start killing everybody.
Right?
Yeah, just
Who's over there? I punch them.
I think I'm content with the bikes and trying to find in the bazaar where we can get what we want.
Okay.
I am searching the bodies for keys, and if I find anything else along the way,
Okay. One moment.
like the big fire sword from the picture.
Okay, so let's see what kinds of things that these people had on them. So they had flight suit station wear, survival knives, tactical semi-auto pills.
They piddled themselves.
They did.
The auto piddle.
I mean, the one who just ran away did.
Not the toughest gang in the world.
No. So
We're
let's
gonna
see.
gang up on the Solarian. It's like we're gonna run.
So let's see here. The flight suit station wear, survival knife, tactical semi-auto pistol with small arms rounds, and a cred stick worth 75 credits. So you have 2 times 2.
Yeah,
Okay.
but no keys
And
I have the keys.
let's see here.
for one of 3 bikes.
I
probably
would
all the
say,
same.
yeah, they're not listed in gear, but yeah, you have the means to start and commandeer the other 2 bikes.
Dibs.
You do notice, however, that the Sirocco gang insignia is on the bikes.
We don't want to be associated with the gang.
we just run off the rails of the AP and become gang members now.
That'd be
I would like to
hilarious.
try and use token spell to remove that insignia.
You and I have vastly different approaches to this problem. I'll let you try first.
He's just like, I guess we're in a gang now. I don't know what else to say.
I don't even want to talk about the things that
Killing a gang member.
No.
Is this
now
initiation?
But yeah, token spell, one of their knives, just scrape the paint off.
He's just gonna ink on it.
Oh, that's one way to repaint it.
That's one way of calling dibs, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody's method of changing the symbol works. Wow.
Oh my god.
One inner cycle has ink all over it. The other one has a scuffed off version of the Sirocco insignia, and the other one has a spell effect.
And that one, I'm going to use my token spell to change its color.
To what color?
I'm going to make it, let's go with a nice shade of earth brown.
Earth brown. Got you.
Yeah, not poop. Earth.
Earth.
I can see the look on your face, Steph.
It's the fertile
It's a nice
color
tan.
of dust.
It's a tan.
Fantastic. All right, so let me get to your party sheet. Make sure I have this added in. So that has happened. You are none the wiser on where to go. But you now have a means to get nowhere.
It seems to me that we are adept at getting things we don't need but really like. Is everyone okay?
I don't feel great. Got shot at a couple times, but emotionally, always doing good.
Oh, it is very hot out. How about everyone makes a fortitude saving throw, please?
No.
Oh no.
If you would like to make a survival check first, you are welcome to.
Well,
No,
I'll try
I'm
that
good.
one, +0.
I'm good.
A nat 1 on survival. I will
With a
do
9.
Fort.
26 for fortitude. I feel fine.
With
Yzra is
that's
just
gonna be a
totally
4.
fine with this.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. Yzra, you pass. You are not phased by this heat. It is fine. Navu and Dr. Joe and Thrani, you all take 2 points of non-lethal fire damage.
I really don't like this place, and I would like to leave as quickly as possible. I'm glad we have bikes to move quicker. Let's do this.
Ooh, I'm feeling really fatigued. I feel I need a nap. All we've done is walk into the marketplace.
We might have done a little more than walk into it.
I mean, that's true, but still, I feel not good.
Question. If Navu just touched me with the ice hammer, would that make me feel better?
No.
Oh.
No, it would not.
Just checking. I'll rub
It
it on my
is
scalp.
Quite warm here.
The climate seems acceptable to me.
Let's get this over with.
Yes,
And-
I'm sure if we head into the bazaar, we'll find what we're looking for.
Yeah, I would get on the bike and get it started and hopefully get a move on into the bazaar looking for anything that would look like it sold what I'm looking for. The spell gems have become a much higher priority to me.
Yzra gestures at the ink-covered bike and says, I should note at this point that I don't know how to drive. Somebody will have to drive, and I will ride on the back.
Hop on.
All right.
I don't know who's going to get the short stick of the ink-covered bike, but have fun with that.
Not me. Not me.
What?
So,
The Navu and I are gonna be on the other bike, I guess.
do either of you have piloting?
Just leave the other one.
We're just gonna leave the inked one there.
Like a bizarre, calling card.
All right.
So you enter into the Brass Bazaar on your bikes, your inner cycles, and it is a hub of merchant activity. Kind of an example of what it looks like. People talking and bartering, people eating, lots of chatter, lots going on. As you go on, there's even a small infomercial documentary playing on one of the screens over a loudspeaker. It was my first time in the bazaar, and whew, you could cook a kebab in that air. To the left and the right, there were all these stores selling all sorts of fancy wares, and the streets filled with all kinds of folk. Above, I could tell that the heat was leaking through the roof. I'd nearly gone and fainted when suddenly I felt a rush of cooling energy. There she was, that Grand Master herself, holding out a refreshing drink just for little old me. Maybe that heat and radiation were getting to me, but I could swear in that moment I had found paradise. So yeah, you are cycling through the streets, and you see the sign for a place called Ezram's Armaments.
I sort of point and suggest we pull over there.
Yeah, Navu would nod.
Yeah.
Find nice little parking spot. I'm sure it's right in the princess parking right at the door.
Yeah, it's a simple and even archaic looking stone building, and it kind of stands out from some of the other storefronts in the bazaar. It's very anachronistic. It looks like it could cater to a wide variety of people. So when you go in, you see bits and bobs of different things. Like opening the door, you even hear the jingle of a shop bell. An older-looking gentleman comes forward and says, "What can I do for you?"
I'm looking for some spell gems of life bubble.
We don't really sell any of that mystical stuff.
Grenades?
Oh yeah, we do have some grenades. And from underneath the shelf, he pulls out a box, and you see several solar flare grenades. Mark
Kind of knocking around in there. That doesn't seem safe.
Yeah, they're just kind of rolling around, clinking. Yep, solar flare grenades, level 3. They are 280 credits each.
I think I have enough credits to... Yeah, I've got like 2,000 credits myself. How many of them are there?
There's a few. Let's say there are 4.
I'm going to clean them out.
Okay.
I've got the credits for it. I just don't know how to do it in Fantasy Grounds.
We'll do that math later. But
Yeah.
Let me write it down that you were taking 4 solar grenades.
Woot. Those are new and fun.
See here, they are drawn. They have a 20-foot range. Their special is that they explode for 1d10 energy and fire.
Yes. Okay. Sounds good to me.
No, he says, these are my babies. I crafted these special.
They sound amazing. Thank you. Would you actually happen to know where we could find some spell gems? Or anybody who deals in the mystic?
Well, you could check out the Monastery of Stellar Amplification. They might have something.
Thank you.
Do you have any environmental armor upgrades?
Oh, not in this shop. I'm sorry. You could try to go to one of the cooling businesses. I think that they sell those sorts of things.
Where's the nearest cooling business?
Well, I think that's gonna be the cryogenerics.
Perfect. Where's
Never
that
heard of 'em.
exactly?
Well, the bazaar's kind of a tangle, and some of these shops move, so it's really hard to give you exact directions. But via coordinates, and he pulls out a map and puts a pin down on it, and it matches up with the coordinates that you figured
Okay.
out.
Okay. Thank you.
Hey, my pleasure.
No, I'm looking at like at small
Small arms.
arms, and all of them are like over my level. Like the things like I don't think I can find anything that's like.
You can have a chance to find level 4 and 5 armaments if you ask for them. There'll be a percentage chance that they will be available to you.
Let me see what is existing then.
And do you buy weapons?
Yeah, I can take some stuff off your hands.
Well, I do have a few things that I'd like to get rid of.
Okay. Put anything that you want to get rid of into the party inventory, the parcel items.
Okay. I'll see if I can do that. I'll
The
take rid of
only
it.
small arm that I could afford and possibly find that would be 4 or 5 is a Thunderstrike sonic pistol,
Which is good.
which would be cool. But
Doesn't
it's like, yeah, I
matter.
think that's the only one I could afford and also possibly find.
Okay. What level is it?
4.
4. Okay. Roll percentile and don't get. Do you want high or low?
Oh, I hate that. I'm always bad at a high, I guess.
You want high? Okay, so don't roll below a 25.
Oh.
You hit 25 on the money. I said below a 25, so we'll let that happen. We'll say that there is one available.
All right,
One.
that's gonna take all of my money,
Yes.
but you know what? I need a better weapon, and it's the only one I can afford.
Are you able to drag it into your inventory, or do you need me to?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, yeah.
And then zero out your credits, please.
I think I still have a little bit left over.
Okay. Whatever the difference is.
Oh, and I still had like 375. Okay, I gotta do some math on my calculator, but I have a new fancy weapon.
Nice. Fantastico.
Yzra clunks the knife, pulsecaster rifle, and arc pistol up onto the counter. Says, do you take secondhand reappropriated weapons?
I can find some use for them.
Oh, and the club.
And the club.
Yzra almost forgets about that and then just like pulls it out from underneath the bell, plunks it over.
What else?
So the question is do we want to go and see if we can find these spell gems, or do we just want to go to the cooler? I'm asking everyone in the party. Like, holding up the captain's post-it. Does anyone want this? Because if not, we're going to the cooler.
Cooler.
Yes, I do believe we have a bit of a time crunch.
Yeah.
I put it on, and we get on our bikes and head to the cooler. Thank you, sir. You've been quite generous.
My pleasure. All right, so you get back on your inner cycles. You kind of chart a course through the bazaar, weaving in and out around stalls.
That's never a good sound.
No.
The DM making that sound is never good.
I think we're getting waylaid again.
Roll perception checks.
Ooh, we still get +2 to those?
Is it within the first
It's
hour?
within the hour. Yeah, it was an hour after our rest, so I don't know where we are now.
I'll give you that.
Oh, we got another 4. It's
Oof.
Eck.
Nice. 21.
14?
I like to think that since Thrani is the ace pilot, they're sort of leading, and they also have the captain post-it. So, it just makes sense for them to be up front, and they rolled a 21.
Okay, so you notice that the heat is kind of increasing. You notice that there is a crack forming overhead in the solar shield. You will have you'll be able to roll twice and take the higher of a piloting check.
Okay.
As the crack in the solar shielding allows a flare of energy to come down.
Holy
I rolled a
crap!
nat 20,
Wow.
and that's without the advantage, so I think I'm good.
Yeah, so you can avoid the plume on your bike. Everyone else roll piloting checks.
I was going to ask, since
Yzra's on your bike, so that's automatic for Yzra.
But since I rolled a nat 20, can I have calmed everyone so that they get like a +2 bonus or something?
Yeah. Okay, so Navu, you can roll one more time and take the higher of the 2 rolls. Oof, okay.
A 7 and a 10?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Okay. And
Unless Dr. Joe is driving.
Are you sharing a bike?
Yeah, because we only have
Yeah,
the
I
2.
thought I thought what we were sharing, but I am not much help.
Okay, so
But you can roll twice.
Oh.
Crickets.
okay.
Oh my gosh.
So a plume of solar energy shoots down from the crack that formed in the corona bubble. Roll a reflex save.
Quick question.
Yes.
Is the DC 12?
No.
Okay, because you get a +2 for the bikes. They give you a +2 to...
No, the DC is not 12. It's much
Just
higher.
checking. Just checking. Hoping I can...
My highest would have been 14.
Just trying to help out.
Yep. Your inner cycle shuts down as soon as the plume hits the thing. Reflex, hey, that succeeds. And Mackenzie, reflex save, please.
Got distracted by my cat being up my butt. Reflex. Hey, rolling terrible.
But it did not show up in the box.
Good. I rolled amazing. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
That's even worse than when I rolled a 4.
I'm dead.
No.
Or
you're
on
not
fire.
dead. You're not dead.
I don't trust you, Kenny.
That seems valid.
So, all right. So, Navu, you take 7 points of damage, and Dr. Joe, you take 14 from this plasma.
Don't feel good. That because my SP's gonna be gone, so then I take it from just like my.
Yep, from your.
It's my wounds now. 14, you said?
Okay.
I feel real bad.
Oh no.
The
And-
death of Dr. Pepper.
With that solar flare, it is time to wrap up for today.
I'm gonna die, like fully.
Ending on a casual solar flare.
We're just gonna come back to Navu slapping a hypo.
Yeah, I have
It's
some
orbital
healing
different.
stuff, so I'll just have to take a second and use a med kit because I'm feeling bad, Scoob.
We have 2 serums of healing in the party sheet, so you can use those.
Cool. Oh, I have 2 of my own too. I don't know what's going on. Okay, I'm just gonna dump things in my body. I hope I feel better.
No problem. That's awesome. Yeah, so the camera pans out. You see this column of energy strike the bike that Navu and Dr. Joe was on. Navu is able to launch themselves off of the bike and out of the majority of the path of the solar beam, and Dr. Joe is caught in the full of it. The camera pans back, and the crack in the shielding seems to self-heal, and there is a dull heat that is left as the
Coming up from Dr. Pepper's body.
Yes.
Damn. This
All
is
right.
brutal.
Yeah.
Thank you all for joining us today. Let us do our sign-offs, and we will begin at the very end with Kelrick.
Hello, I am Kelrick. You can find me on Twitter at Cormallon. That's CORMALLON. I also monitor the at EQ Points Twitter, and I do this. And on alternating Sundays from Starfinder, I narrate the Cumanera podcast that we do, which is with Kenny and a few other people who are totally awesome. It's really fun, and that's what I'm doing right now.
Fantastic. Thanks, Kelrick. Mackenzie.
Am I muted? I'm not muted. Hi, I'm Mackenzie. I am on the social media at Mackenzie Wilkes, and I'm here every other Saturday, as well as on Wednesdays. I do Rise of the Demigods, twitch.tv/godsfall. We might be shifting to live stuff, more live stuff instead of pre-filmed, so stay tuned for that. I also do podcasts called Dungeons, Dice, and Everything Nice and Dungeon Wives. And for non-D&D things, I am doing a very feral, silly, gay rewatch podcast of Desperate Housewives with my friend Liz, where we just talk about these older women and their dramatic lives, and I am having the time of my life. So if you want some non-D&D content or non-TTRPG content, swing over there to Desperate House Dykes. Which I always forget to say the name. But yeah, that's me.
Fantastic. Thanks, Mackenzie. Kelly.
That name is so good. I'm Callie. You can find me on Twitter at the Grief Mop. When I'm not here with the lovely folks at EQP, I have a podcast, Roll to Fail Pod, which is every other Monday. We're currently doing an Into the Odd arc, and it's pretty good, I hope. And you can check that out. And then that's all that I'm currently working on, which is a nice balance for me.
Nice. Thanks, Callie. And Steph.
I'm Steph. You can find me on the Twitter at Steph_Bard. And when I'm not here rolling dice, I am on my podcast, Film Fatales. We're going to be coming back soon in June, which I'm excited for our first episode. I think this comes out before we announce what we're watching. So just kind of keep look at Fatale's cast social medias for hints as to what we're doing for Pride Month.
Nice.
Fantastic. Thank you, Steph. And again, my name is Kenny. You can find me on Twitter at PunderDrone. When I am not trying to kill my players with solar flares, I am playing Hillian on Cumanera, who is an earnest jack who howls at the moon and turns into a deliciously amazing were-rabbit. Outside of that, don't have much else going on. Just living life. Saying that, it's very important that everyone pays attention to what's going on right now, speaks out, Black Lives Matter, and anyone else who says anything else, use your privilege and have that conversation. Don't close your eyes. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Thank you for listening to ExQueerience Points Starfinder. If you're looking for more TTRPG podcasts in your life, we recommend checking out our sister podcast, Roll to Fail. They are 6 friends who have no business behind the mic or rolling dice. If you like what we create, then you should check out Cumanera, an adventure utilizing Numenera, releases every other Friday. This unlikely team is working for the Order of Truth to help communities under the influence of the strange and weird effects of Numenera. You can easily find it and all other recent episodes of our shows on our website, ExQueeriencePoints.com.
Come check out Dice to Roll, the gayest Pathfinder podcast on the planet, where we ask the hard questions like,
is it morally acceptable to kiss a goblin?
Are summon creatures ethically sourced?
What's the real estate value on a haunted castle?
Dice Will Roll is a show where 4 friends team up every week to play Pathfinder 2nd Edition and be hopelessly gay the whole way through. Join Dave, KK, Ritz, and me, Derry, your mythic gender-fluid GM, as we play through the Kingmaker adventure path and follow a gay human bard, a lesbian half-elf druid, and a transmask half-orc fighter on their journey to build and rule their own nation in the untamed wilderness of the Stolen Lands, and defend it from bandits, monsters, and wicked fae in an Arthurian adventure like no other. From getting 4 nat 1s in a row and standing up to the darkest forces in the multiverse, Dice Will Roll is here to help you keep it rolling. Find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.